Welcome back to dailycryptotalk.com, everybody. It's November 23rd, 2024.
Wow.
And we've got a lot to cover today.
Yeah.
Make sure you hit that bell icon down in the lower right corner
Absolutely.
so you never miss a session.
Never miss these.
Now let's get right into it. The market's been on fire.
It has.
Wouldn't you say?
It certainly has. We're seeing gains across the board.
Yeah.
Many coins hitting new all-time highs.
Right.
But as always, we need to approach this with cautious optimism.
Right.
Remember, the crypto market is volatile.
Exactly.
Things can change quickly.
So let's start by unpacking the big news. Bitcoin
Yes.
is inching closer and closer to that $100,000 mark.
It is.
What's driving the surge?
Well, we're seeing a huge influx of institutional money flowing into Bitcoin ETFs.
Okay.
That combined with the fact that long-term holders, the whales as they're called,
Right.
are moving their Bitcoin off exchanges
Uh-huh.
is creating a classic supply and demand scenario.
Okay.
Less supply available on exchanges, more demand from institutions equals upward pressure on the price.
Got it. And this is all reflected in Bitcoin's dominance, right?
Exactly.
Which is currently sitting at a whopping 60%.
It is.
The highest it's been since 2021.
Yeah, 2021.
I know we've talked about alt season before, but for our listeners who might be tuning in for the first time,
Sure.
can you give us a quick rundown on what that means?
Of course. So Bitcoin dominance basically means how much of the total crypto market capitalization
Right.
is held by Bitcoin.
Okay.
Now, alt season is that period where altcoins, any cryptocurrency that isn't Bitcoin,
Okay.
start to significantly outperform Bitcoin.
Great.
It's like a rotation of capital.
Okay.
Money flows into Bitcoin, drives up the price. Then as Bitcoin's growth slows down, investors start looking for higher returns in the altcoin market.
Got it. So with Bitcoin dominating the market right now, does that mean altcoins are a bad investment?
Not necessarily.
Right.
While Bitcoin's dominance is certainly delaying alt season, it doesn't mean that altcoins are doomed. Many altcoins have strong fundamentals and active development teams.
Right.
Take Ethereum, for instance. It's still the leading platform for smart contracts and decentralized applications.
Yeah.
Or Solana, known for its fast transaction speeds and glowing ecosystem.
Yeah.
These altcoins have the potential to thrive even in a Bitcoin-dominated market.
That's good to hear. Speaking of altcoins, let's talk about one that's been making some big moves. XRP.
Okay.
There was a massive withdrawal of 74.29 million XRP from Binance recently.
Wow.
What's your take on this whale move?
Whale movements are always interesting to observe.
Yeah.
In this case, it could mean a couple of things.
Okay.
The whale might be moving their XRP to cold storage for security,
Right.
which is a common practice.
Sure.
But it could also suggest that they're anticipating a price surge
Okay.
and want to limit their exposure on exchanges.
So potentially a buy the dip opportunity?
It's certainly a possibility, but
Especially with all the bullish predictions floating around, some even saying XRP could reach $10,000.
it's a possibility. But we need to look at the full picture.
Okay.
Yes, there's a lot of hype surrounding XRP right now.
Right.
But on the flip side, payment volumes have actually decreased recently, which could indicate slowing momentum.
Okay.
So it's a mixed bag.
Right.
We need to watch closely
Yeah.
and see how things develop.
Okay, so mixed signals on XRP. We'll keep an eye on it. Now let's shift gears to Litecoin.
All right.
Don't forget to hit that bell icon in the lower right corner so you don't miss any of these updates.
Yeah, very important.
Litecoin has been showing some interesting technical developments.
Indeed, we're seeing a golden cross formation on the Litecoin daily chart.
Okay.
This is when the short-term moving average crosses above the long-term moving average. In this case, the 50-day moving average crossed above the 200-day moving average.
Okay.
Historically, this has often been a precursor to price increases.
And the last time this happened with Litecoin.
It reached yearly highs.
Wow.
Now, whether history will repeat itself is still up for debate.
Right. But it's certainly a bullish signal.
That's great to hear. But with Litecoin trading at over $100,
Yeah.
is there still room for growth? Should our listeners be jumping in right now?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Well, the golden cross is a positive sign.
Right.
Remember, Litecoin's price can be volatile. Some analysts are predicting a dip to around $76 in the coming days.
Okay.
It might be prudent to wait and see if that happens
Yeah.
before going all in.
Gotcha.
You know, just to be on the safe side.
Right.
That's a great point. Yeah, it's easy to get caught up in the excitement.
Absolutely.
But patience can be key in this market.
Now, before we move on to the meme coins,
Okay.
I want to touch on something important. we've been seeing reports of scams popping up on peer-to-peer platforms.
Right.
And we want to make sure our listeners are staying vigilant.
Yes. Unfortunately, scams are a reality in any market.
Right.
And the crypto world is no exception.
Right.
You need to be extremely careful when transacting on peer-to-peer platforms.
There have been reports of users getting scammed, especially when it comes to selling their crypto.
Right. We even saw a report about a user who sold USDT to someone named Bajwa Traders 786.
Oh, yeah.
The seller received payment.
Okay.
But then the scammer disputed the transaction with their bank, claiming it was unauthorized.
That's a classic example of a chargeback scam.
Okay.
The scammer receives the cryptocurrency,
Right.
then contacts their bank,
Uh-huh.
and falsely claims they didn't authorize the payment.
Wow.
This can lead to the seller's bank account being frozen
Oh, God.
and potentially even losing their funds.
That's scary stuff.
It is.
It's a good reminder that even though we're dealing with digital assets,
Yeah,
there are real-world consequences.
exactly. So what can our listeners do to protect themselves?
Right.
First and foremost, always verify the identity of the person you're transacting with.
That's a great tip.
Look for reviews, ratings,
Uh-huh.
and any other information that can help you assess their trustworthiness.
What else can they do?
Keep detailed records of all your transactions.
Oh.
Take screenshots of payment confirmations, chat logs,
Right.
anything that can serve as evidence if a dispute arises.
Right.
And of course, monitor your accounts closely for any suspicious activity.
Yeah.
If something seems off, don't hesitate to reach out to your bank or the platform you're using.
Those are all excellent points. Remember, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
Exactly.
Don't fall for those get-rich-quick schemes
Right.
or promises of guaranteed returns.
No.
Now for something a little more lighthearted.
Okay.
Let's talk about meme coins, specifically Shiba Inu.
All right.
The Etche sheet burn rate has exploded by over 6,200%.
Wow.
It seems like they're really trying to shed that meme coin image and become a serious player.
It's certainly an interesting development.
Yeah.
Burning tokens reduces the overall supply,
Right.
which in theory can drive up the price.
Uh-huh.
And the Etche ecosystem is expanding
Okay.
with the upcoming Shibarium upgrade and a very passionate community.
So is Etche buy then?
Well, it's still a meme coin,
Okay.
which means it's inherently volatile.
Right.
While the burn rate and ecosystem developments are positive,
Uh-huh.
there's always the risk that the hype could fade.
Gotcha.
So, as always, do your own research, understand the risks,
Yeah.
and don't invest more than you can afford to lose.
Great advice. And make sure you're hitting that bell icon down there
Absolutely.
so you don't miss any of these insights.
Very important.
Now for our listeners who might be looking for other meme coins,
Okay.
what are your thoughts on DOGE and PP?
Dogecoin continues to have incredibly strong brand recognition,
Right.
thanks in part to figures like Elon Musk.
Yeah.
It's even accepted by some major companies for payments.
Wow, that's awesome.
However, its growth potential is likely to be more conservative compared to other meme coins.
Okay.
Pepe, on the other hand, is much more volatile and purely community-driven.
Right.
It has the potential for rapid gains due to its low market cap,
Uh-huh.
but it also comes with significantly more risk.
So DOGE for those who want a more stable meme coin.
Right.
And PEPE for those who are feeling a bit more adventurous.
Exactly. It all boils down to your risk tolerance.
Okay, before we move on, I want to circle back to something we touched on earlier.
All right.
Bitcoin's potential to become the dominant force in the crypto space.
Yes.
It's fascinating to see how Bitcoin ETFs are getting very close to holding more Bitcoin than Satoshi Nakamoto,
That's right.
the mysterious creator of Bitcoin.
It really highlights the growing influence of institutional investors in the crypto space.
Right.
And it begs the question, what does this mean for the average crypto investor?
Exactly. What are the potential implications?
Well, on the one hand, increased institutional adoption could lead to more stability and legitimacy for Bitcoin,
Okay.
potentially driving its price up further.
Uh-huh.
But on the other hand, if institutional investors gain too much control,
Right.
it could stifle innovation
Yeah.
and go against the decentralized nature of cryptocurrencies.
So it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, in a way,
More stability, but potentially less decentralization.
that's one way to put it.
Okay.
It's definitely something to keep in mind.
Definitely a lot to ponder.
And that's what makes this market so captivating.
Right.
It's constantly evolving, and there's always something new to learn and explore.
Absolutely. Which is why it's so important to stay informed and up to date.
Exactly.
And that's where dailycryptotalk.com comes in.
That's right. We break down the complex world of crypto into bite-sized pieces
Right.
so you can make more informed decisions.
And don't forget to hit that bell icon so you never miss a session.
Very important.
We'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsors.
Ready to dive into crypto? Trade smarter with Binance, the world's top crypto exchange. Enjoy low fees, a user-friendly app, and access to hundreds of digital assets. Whether you're new or experienced, Binance has everything you need. Start trading today. Click the link on this page and get started.
Welcome back to dailycryptotalk.com. We've covered a lot of ground today, from Bitcoin's dominance to meme coin mania.
It has been quite a ride.
But before we wrap up, let's take a moment to zoom out and consider the bigger picture.
That's a great idea. It's easy to get lost in the day-to-day fluctuations of the crypto market.
Right.
But it's crucial to understand the underlying trends and forces that are shaping this space.
Absolutely. And that's what we've been trying to do today.
Yes.
Give you the insights you need to navigate this exciting,
right,
yet complex world.
It's both exciting and complex, isn't it?
It is. So let's recap some of the key takeaways from our deep dive.
All right, sounds good.
Starting with the King Bitcoin. It's on the verge of hitting $100,000.
It is.
And its dominance is impacting the entire market.
Right.
We haven't seen the typical alt season yet.
Right.
Which means altcoins are playing a bit of a waiting game right now.
They are, but that doesn't mean you should write them off.
Right.
We talked about Ethereum and Solana, both with solid fundamentals and strong growth potential.
Exactly.
Remember, diversification is key in any investment strategy.
Right.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Great point. And speaking of diversification, we also explore the world of meme coins.
We did.
With Shiba Inu leading the charge.
Yeah, it seems to be the most popular one right now.
The massive burn rate and ecosystem developments are intriguing.
They are.
But remember, meme coins are inherently volatile.
Exactly. And that brings us to our final takeaway, perhaps the most important one.
Okay.
Always do your own research.
Yes.
Don't just blindly follow the hype. Understand the risks, invest responsibly, and never put in more than you can afford to lose.
Words to live by in the crypto world.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, with that, we've reached the end of our deep dive for today.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you for joining us on this journey through the crypto markets.
Yes. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in.
Don't forget to hit that bell icon one last time.
Yes.
So you never miss a session.
So important.
We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Absolutely.
For another deep dive into the exciting world of crypto.
See you then.
Serious about trading? Then you need TradingView, the ultimate charting platform used by millions worldwide. Discover powerful tools, real-time data, and customizable charts that give you the edge. Ready to elevate your trading game? Check the link on this page to get started free with TradingView today.